Hello students, welcome to another video for class 7 maths. Today we will be doing the data handling chapter. So you might be knowing that statistics is a science of collection and representation, analysis, interpretation of the numerical data. So when we talk about this data, the data may be in the form of raw data, that is just the original form of the data, and how we group them and observe and study about that numerical figures is known as data handling. So let us begin. A collection of facts and the form of the data should be in the numerical figures. Then that collection of particular type of information which is in the form of numerical figures is called the data. And for example, like if I give you these numbers, and as I've written here that these are the marks of 10 students out of 20 in a class. So you can say that this is the raw or the ungrouped data that I have given you. And each numerical figure here is an observation. So when I arrange this in ascending or descending order, then it is going to be called an array or the arrayed data. So let us just arrange it. Generally we will always need to arrange it in the ascending order starting from the least. So 5, 8. So now this data is the arrayed data because it has been arranged in the ascending order. Now you can find out the range of this data. Range is the difference between the highest and the lowest value of the observation. So your highest is 20 minus lowest 5. The range of the value is 15. Next is frequency distribution. That is how many times a particular data is appearing. That is a frequency. And if we make that in a particular table, then that is known as a frequency distribution table. So we generally write, suppose I want to represent this data, I shall be writing marks, then I shall be writing the tally or the tally marks, and we'll be counting the frequency. I'll just show you how it is done. So here you can see that the least is 5, then 8, 10, and I write all the marks. So 18, 20. So I'm just showing you a few numbers here. So 5 is occurring one time, so we make one line and we write 1. 8 is occurring one time, so we make one line and write 1. But here you can see 18 is occurring two times, so we make 2 lines and write 2 here. Similarly for 20, we make 2 lines because 2 times it's occurring, and so suppose there are 4, we will make 4 lines. And suppose there is 5, suppose 8 occurs 5 times, so I'll be making here in the tally marks 4 lines, and I'll make a diagonal line which represents the frequency as 5. So if it is 6, I'll be adding one more beside this, so it will become 6, and so on. So this kind of a table is known as a frequency distribution table. So next we have a question. The marks obtained by 20 students in maths test are as follows. So the marks are given to us. This is the raw data. We have to construct the frequency distribution table for the same. So first what you should do is arrange the given data in ascending or descending order. So we'll do it in ascending order, and the least that I can see is 10. So after arranging this is now the arrayed data. I've arranged the information in the ascending order, and I'm going to construct the frequency table. So this is the marks, then I will have the tally marks, and then I have the frequency. Frequency is what? How many times it is going to occur. So here starting with 10, 2 times, so 2 lines, frequency is 2. 11 one time, and frequency is 1. 12 one time, frequency is 1. 14 one time, frequency 1. 15 again one time, frequency 1. Then 16 is 4 times, so 4 lines, and number 4 here. There's no 17, so I'm not writing it. 18 is again 5 times, so 4 blocks and 1 cross over it. And 19 is 1 time, and 20 is 4 times. You can also count and write the total here. So it's going to be 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So as we already know that we are calculating the frequency table for the students, 20 students. So my frequency is correct, means I have not missed any number. So this is how you are going to draw the frequency distribution table. Now let's move to the next topic. The next topic is bar graph. What is a bar graph? From the name itself you can understand that we are going to have some bars which are going to be plotted in a graph. It can be done in a normal paper also, which is a pictorial representation of the numerical data. The way that we saw that we made the frequency table, same kind of information can be represented in form of a bar graph. That is the number of bars of uniform width which you can make in horizontal way, or you can also, like, you can have the bar in the horizontal way, or you can also have the bars in the vertical way with equal spacing between them. We can make it. So let us see one example. So here the question is, the following table shows the number of books of different subjects in a library. So the subjects are written and the number of books are given. We have to show it in a bar graph. This one I have already plotted for you. I'll also be showing you how to plot it. So here this axis, the one which is horizontal, is known as a x-axis, and the one which is vertical is known as a y-axis. So here I am plotting the subjects, so physics, chemistry, bio, English, Hindi, and here I am plotting the marks or the numbers, here the number of books. When I plot the number of books here, as we are having around maximum 230 books, so I have taken a gap of 1 centimeter, and 1 centimeter is representing 50 books each. This scale has to be kept fixed. You have to mention the scale as well. So here 1 centimeter is representing 50 books. So after 0 you should have 50, then 100. So increase by 50. It cannot be like 50, 100, then 200. No, it will become wrong. And here physics, you can see 200 books. So where is 200? Here. So we plot a bar there. Similarly, chemistry is 150 books, so we plot a bar, and bio 100. So by seeing this also, anyone can immediately know that English is the maximum number of books in the libraries of English. So how much it is? It is around 230. So 230 I'm not plotting, but I have to take a proper guess that between 200 to 250, obviously 230 will be closer to 250. So a little below 250 I have made 230. And this is a simple bar graph. It's a very easy thing that you can plot. So let us try to solve some exercise questions. So now we'll start with the question. The number of rooms in 25 houses of a locality is as given below. So the raw data is given to us. We have to arrange the data. So in the question also it is asking us to arrange the data in ascending order. So we will have to arrange it. So I have arranged the information in the ascending order. Now what is the range? As I told you, the range will be the highest minus the lowest. So highest is 6 minus 1, that is the range here is 5. Now question number 3 says us to make the frequency distribution table. So here, what is this? This is the number of rooms. Number of rooms, we'll have the tally marks, and we'll have the frequency, that is how many houses are having that room. So in bracket I can write number of houses. So here one room is occurring 3 times, so 3 lines, and frequency is 3. 2 is occurring 4 times, frequency is 4. 3 is occurring 8 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is how you are going to represent 8. This is frequency. 4 is 5 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is 5 rooms are there in 3 houses, and 6 rooms in 2 houses each. You can just add up to know that you have missed or not missed any information. 10, 18, 22 and 25. So we are talking about 25 houses. This is the correct frequency. Now next is find the number of houses which have 4 or more than 4 rooms. So 4 and more than 4 rooms, we are having 4 and 4 more than 4. This is, we are going to add the frequency. So 5 plus 3 plus 2. How many houses? As you have easily seen here in the frequency table, 5 plus 3 plus 2, so 10. Our answer is going to be 5 plus 3 plus 2, that is 10 houses are having 4 and more 4 and more rooms. Then the last question is to draw the bar graph. So I'm going to show you how to represent the bar graph. So now to draw the bar graph, this is the table and we have to draw that in the bar graph. So as I was telling you in the beginning, this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, and I'm going to write the number of rooms here and the number of houses, that is the frequency in this column. Number of rooms were 1 room, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 room houses, and the frequency was, again we can take because it was not much. The range of frequencies, as you can see here, it is between 10. So I'm not going to make it very big. I'm going to keep it 0, 1, 2 and like this I'm going to make. Try to see that the difference is same everywhere. And here 1 cm is 1 house. So you can see that one number of rooms, if it is 1, 3 houses are there. So I'm going to plot this in this bar. 2 room houses frequency is 4. You can use a scale for better neat work. 3 houses, 8 rooms. 4 rooms we have 5 in 5 houses. You can just 5 rooms are there in 3 houses. So and 6 rooms are only in 2 houses. So this is somewhat the look of the bar graph for this given question. So I'm very sure here I've written number of rooms and this is number of houses. Don't forget to write this. This is in the y-axis and this has been plotted in the x-axis. I can also write number of rooms here and make it, then the bar graph will look somewhat like this. Can you understand? This will be the horizontal one and this is the vertical bar graph. Let us take one more question to understand bar graph. So in this question we will be doing a double graph. Now generally double graph is made to compare the data items, and when you look at the double graph easily you can make out any changes which has happened. So here we are having the sale of English and Hindi books in the 4 consecutive years. This is the table. We have to draw a double graph for this data and answer a question given accordingly. So let us plot it. So this is my x and y axis. In this axis I am going to keep the year, and this axis the number of books. Here you can see in the question the range is between 0 to 600, 650 maximum. So I'm going to plot in such a way that I can take around 200 books for one unit. So if this is 0, 200, 400, 600, 800. So my scale is here around 2 centimeter is 200 books, or 1 centimeter is 100 books, you can see. And here I am going to write the years, that is 208, 209, 210 and 211. Now in 208, this is a double bar graph. We will be representing English and Hindi in 2 different patterns. Like maybe we can draw lines in one bar and dots in the other, or leave one as blank. So as it is a double bar graph, we will be drawing 2 different patterns in the bar graph to differentiate between them. So if I do with English 350 and Hindi 500 for 208, by seeing this you can very well make out that this might be 300. So 350 will be somewhere here. So if this is my English, if this is for English, Hindi it is around 500, so it is going to be somewhere here. And I am leaving Hindi blank. Similarly in 2009, 400 English books, so 400 is here, and 525 books of Hindi. So for English I have to put dots. Again in English in 2010 you can see it is 450 and 600. So 450 will be, this is 500, so a little below this point is going to be 450, and 600 for Hindi. And lastly we have English 620 and Hindi 650. English and Hindi is, so very well you can see that there is a significant difference between the two bars. So obviously the sale of books is different for Hindi and English, and this is how the double bar graph is drawn. Don't forget to represent that this is English and the plain one is Hindi. So in this question it is asking what is the difference of sale, in which year the difference is the least. So least is obviously this one, so this is 2011. So you can very well write that as the difference between this 2011, it is the least difference. This is how the double bar graph is going to look for the sale of Hindi and English book. Here the dotted lines bar is for the English book, and as you can see it is risen over the period of 2008 to 2011, but Hindi is more or less little constant and not shown a major rise. Also it is asking what is the difference of the sale when it is least. When is it least? So you can see that the difference in sale of Hindi and English book is very less in case of 2011. So with this, I'm very sure students you have understood how to draw the bar graph and how to draw the frequency table. Don't forget to like and comment on the video. Thank you for watching.